Jamie. It's good to see you again. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
I called you in today to finish up your history and assessment with me. Okay, you know that I'm an intern social worker here, and we're going to go over your situation and try to help you, right?
Yeah.
So your name is Jamie, right?
Yes.
It's Now, as a social worker, I must do things to ensure your confidentiality and privacy, which means that I will keep what you say to me and not share it with anyone else. However, there are some exceptions to that. Those exceptions include if I am concerned about you harming yourself or another person, and in those cases, confidentiality can be broken. I am also a mandatory reporter of child abuse and neglect of certain populations of people. Do you have any questions about confidentiality or the limits of it?
No.
If so, can you go ahead and sign this form for me?
Okay.
It's just going over the confidentiality, privacy.
Okay.
Okay, moving on from the last time I saw you, we were going over things that you wanted to do to improve your situation. A little about what's going on in your life recently.
Well, my sister died last month, and I've lived with her since my son was a baby.
Mm-hmm.
And she's the one that had been taking care of us financially. And, now that she's gone, I don't have anybody to help me but my friends, basically, and my mom every now and then. So, I need to get a job and get a car of my own and find her own place.
I'm sorry about your loss.
Thank you.
Are you wanting to stay in this area, possibly?
I'd like to, but I'd like to stay in this area, but there's just not a lot of job opportunities. I've applied everywhere, and I'm just not hearing back from anybody. So, I'd like to stay here, but traveling would be a problem if I didn't have a car. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
That's what I'm trying to, save up for and hopefully achieve to get it, because it's hard being without a car.
Yeah. Well, that's maybe some things that we can work on, getting a job in a car right now, and I might could help you find a job.
That would be awesome.
Who or what has been supportive for you during all of this? You got friends?
Yeah. I have two friends that's helping me. Like, I don't know what I would do without them. And my mom, she lives in a different state, so she helps by sending money, every now and then. So that's the only people I have. I don't have any other brothers or sisters or anything like that, so that's it.
Okay. What changes would you like to see in your life?
Well, I'd like to get a job. I'd like to lose some weight. I'd like to find a serious boyfriend, maybe get married. I'd probably change everything about myself if I could get out on my own and, start making money where I can do things like that. So, that's it.
Okay. How well do you get along with the people you're living with right now?
My brother-in-law, it's a rocky situation. He found out some things about my sister after she passed, and he knew that I knew about what was going on. So he doesn't have her to take it out on. So he more or less takes it out on me. He just like verbally says mean things to me and stuff like that. And that's basically it.
How have you been coping with all that mentally?
It's hard. I cry every day.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried to stay while my son's at school. I tried to stay at my friend's house, you know, looking for jobs and trying to just keep trying to push, trying to find a job because that's the only way I'm going to get out of the house. So he's starting to seem like he doesn't want me there. So it's time for me and him to go.
Okay. And you got any plans to do schooling or anything like that?
Well, I had went to Daniel Boone, up to Daniel Boone,
Mm-hmm.
to try to see if they could help me find a job. And they actually talked me into, well, not talked me into, they got me to thinking about going and doing a 16-week course to become a dental assistant.
Hmm.
So I'm thinking about pursuing that. If I can find a job that will work with me, you know, on the hours that I need to be off for that class or whatever.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah.
So what are the most important things for you to work on right now, you would say?
Job, car, you know, a home, and probably a better relationship with my son because he's not taking my sister's death very easily. So he's kind of distanced himself from me. And so I'm trying to get back on track with him. So that's the thing. I think that's about it.
What are some things that you might need help with your son?
I wish he would go to therapy. I believe that it would help him. I told him that I would even go to therapy on my own. And, you know, I told him that, you know, a therapist is not allowed to repeat anything. A therapist would never tell me anything that you said to them. They're not allowed to tell anybody. And that kind of got him thinking. So I'm hoping that my friend's son, who went to therapy, to a therapist, can, you know, talk him into doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of praying for that.
Okay. Or what are some things you want to focus on in our next session?
Finding a job, probably.
Do you think you can come in next month on the 12th at 3?
Yeah, I think I can.
And I've got your right phone number, correct?
Yes.
Okay, well, okay, we'll continue this conversation and we'll dig deeper into your situation and come up with some plans to help you next session.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you for coming in.
You're welcome.